While China and the United States have been competing for the title of having the most billionaires, India has quietly been adding more and more people to the super rich class. However, at the same time, the gap between the wealthy and the average Indian citizen is getting wider. Today, we'll take a closer look at what it's like to be rich in India. We'll explore the advantages and disadvantages of having a fortune in the country, and we'll see some of the most extravagant purchases that have been made. However, before we begin our video, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. According to Forbes, between 2010 and 2017, India added a new billionaire to its ranks every 33 days on average. In the year 2000, the country had only 9 billionaires, but by 2017, it had 101 billionaires. In the most recent ranking of countries with the most billionaires, India is now in third place with 140 billionaires, surpassing Germany, which has 136 billionaires. The richest people in India have a combined wealth of $596 billion. The combined wealth of India's richest people has grown by 90% from the previous year, reaching $596 billion. Mukesh Ambani, the majority shareholder and chairman of the conglomerate Reliance Industries, tops the list with an estimated net worth of $79.7 billion. His company also created one of India's biggest telecommunication companies, Jio. Gautam Adani, the founder and chairman of the Adani Group, comes in second with an estimated net worth of $55.9 billion. His wealth primarily comes from owning the coal mine Abbott Point and a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport. Third on the list is the industrialist Chief Nadar, who co-founded the IT firm HCL Technologies. He currently has a net worth of $25.6 billion and is considered the third richest person in India. Like Jeff Bezos' Amazon, HCL was also founded in a garage. In addition to his business success, Nadar has also donated a reported $662 million to his Shiv Nadar Foundation. However, it appears that some of India's rich are considering leaving the country. According to a report by New World Wealth, India had the second highest number of millionaires leaving the country, with China being the first. Between 2000 and 2014, 61,000 of India's top earners moved abroad, with the US, UK, Australia, and the UAE being the most popular destinations. Reasons for leaving include security concerns, tax increases, and a desire for better education opportunities for their children. In 2019, 7,000 millionaires left the country for greener pastures. Citizen residency advisory firm Henley & Partners claimed in February 2021 that Indian nationals were the most active inquiring about programs like citizenship by investment or residence by investment. This essentially means that a person can receive citizenship or permission to reside in a country in exchange for a financial investment. The top countries that Indians considered moving to include Canada, Portugal, and Austria. One of the most popular residency programs in Europe is the Portugal Golden Residence Permit program. If a person spends at least €350,000 on real estate, they can obtain a residency permit. As for the extravagant purchases made by India's richest, let's start with Antilla Tower. This tower is considered the most expensive home in the world and is owned by the richest Indian national Mukesh Ambani. With 27 stories, the tower was built in 2010 and overlooks the city of Mumbai. Some of its features include 3 helipads, a 50-seat cinema, 9 elevators, and a grand ballroom. According to one of the architects on the project, the construction cost nearly $2 billion, although there have been claims that it cost as high as $5 billion. In 2010, it was reported that the electricity bill for 1 month was a massive $109,000. When wealthy families in India get married, they like to spare no expense for their special day. In 2016, the daughter of Gali Janardana Reddy, Brahmani, got married in a 5-day lavish wedding that reportedly cost around $74 million. This drew criticism from Indian citizens as the country was going through a cash flow crisis at the time. Brahmani's sari was said to have cost $2.5 million, while the jewelry she wore amounted to $13 million. Then, in 2018, the Ambani Piramal wedding took place. Isha, the daughter of Mukesh Ambani, married Anand, the son of billionaire Ajay Piramal. Many celebrities were in attendance, including Hillary Clinton, Deepika Padukone, Sachin Tendulkar, and even Beyoncé, who performed at the wedding. Reports suggest that the wedding cost anywhere from $15 million to $100 million. Private jets have always been a favorite toy among billionaires. In 2015, consulting firm Frost & Sullivan claimed that 12% of the world's private plane market was made up of Indian nationals. That same year, it was estimated that around 142 planes were owned by Indians, with some of these jets valued up to $310 million. Canadian plane creators Bombardier estimated that they would deliver 12-15 planes to India between 2014 and 2033. Gautam Singhania, the managing director and chairman of the Raymond Group, has an estimated net worth of up to $1.4 billion. Like many other billionaires in India, he owns a private jet, a Bombardier Challenger 600, which reportedly cost up to $21 million. While the wealthy in India are getting richer, the extra capital isn't trickling down to the average citizen. In fact, the wealth gap has increased, with the top 10% of the country's wealthiest controlling 77% of the total national wealth, while the poorest half of the population saw only a 1% increase in their wealth. According to Oxfam's 2018 report, 73% of the wealth generated went to the top 1% of the population. The report also found that for a minimum wage worker in rural India to earn the same yearly salary as a highly paid executive, it would take that worker 941 years. It's worth noting that many of the lowest paid citizens in India make less than $5 per day. However, the recent global situation has worked in favor of India's billionaires. In just 1 year, from 2020 to 2021, the net worth of some of the wealthiest individuals in India increased dramatically. Mukesh Ambani's net worth reportedly rose by as much as $15 billion, while Gautam Adani's increased by $13 billion. By the end of 2020, the top 1% of earners reportedly controlled 40.5% of the nation's wealth, an increase of 7% from 2000, according to Credit Suisse. Finally, it's interesting to note that the most expensive piece of art created by an Indian artist was sold in March 2021 through the auction house Saffron Art. The untitled work by V.S. Gatendale from 1961 sold for around $5.5 million. This record was nearly broken in July 2021, when the 1931 work titled In the Lady's Enclosure by Amrita Shergill sold for $5.14 million. In conclusion, India has added more billionaires to its ranks, now with 140 billionaires. But the gap between the super rich and the average citizen is widening. The top 1% controls 40.5% of the nation's wealth, with some billionaires considering leaving due to security concerns and tax increases. Despite this, the wealthy continue to make extravagant purchases, including the most expensive home in the world, owned by Mukesh Ambani. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.